Everybody, I'm even doing a video on how to make your spinners into hyper spinners, the super spinners. So we're going to show you how to just internally make one adjustment in there to make it happen. You're going to need some basic wrenches. You're going to need, first of all, on the handle, for adjusting the handle, well, I'm going to try to show you this without taking off the handle. All it is one single bolt in there. You take that out, that hex bolt, and you could pull that handle off, but some of you aren't comfortable with that. I'm going to try to do it even quicker. So you'll also need a 12 millimeter because you've got to take off this stem in here, this cover to the stem, and that 6 millimeter is going to go in the center there. You're going to need a 9/16 to remove on here the adjoining joiners. So I'm going to show you all of this. Also, first of all, we're going to take off the cover. Give me a second to set up. Okay, I've got it on its bottom, standing straight up. I left the handle on for you guys. We're going to just spin out these hexes on the cover. First of all, in this area, you're going to have to get that off of there so you get room. And if I can do these speedy Gonzales-like, if I can get that. One-handing and filming. Erik's been doing it way better than I have been here in the last day, showing me some stuff. So I've got those, and I dropped that. I'll get that. Okay, some things you're going to want to have, too, is going to be like some anti-seize lubricant. So we're going to get that off, pull that cover. Who knows what this looked like, see what the guys have done. It's a little dirty in there, and while I'm in there, I'm also going to clean that up before I roll with it, too. Well, I just used a bottle of Peerless. It's not spectacular, but it's cleaned a little more. 9/16. Loosen up this connector. Actually, you do it on both sides, and you'll see then it can spin free. And then we're going to take and pop off the piping here. It just pushes and pulls apart. It's like a brake line, so pretty easy. We'll do the same over on this side here too. There it is. Pull that out of the way for now. Don't want to bend it because we are going to take these tops off and we're getting to the underside. So the tops. 22 millimeter. So you will get that on there and you will loosen it. So I'm running out of room here, but I've got a good angle. There we go. We're going to take the top off of each one of these. As I said, we'll get that out of the way. So we're going to spin this top off. Only going to do this one for right now. Make this quick. And that way the other part doesn't fall out. So there you go. There are the parts. That's what you're looking at. So you're just going to set this aside. Right there is the part. Okay, so down from below, we're going to end up taking some parts apart. Well, I don't know if I can edit this video right now, but I'm going to put this part back in because I forgot to pull underside the spray bars. You want to pull the spray bars first. So I'm just going to put that in there so that this top doesn't fall out. That was my mistake. Be right with you. So again, don't do like I did earlier. Take these out first. You want to get this part out because it's easier. 12 millimeter. You're going to loosen them up. They are on there a little snug. And I need two hands to do it, but I pre-snugged them, took them off. There is an O-ring right here. O-ring on the bottom. You want to make sure that's doing okay. Might want to put a little Vaseline on it. O-ring grease. Okay. So there it is. There's another one. All right. When you go to take this off now, on the back side of this, on the stem that's going to be there, there is another little O-ring that's going to fall off, guaranteed. Now, at this point, people, you want your 6 millimeter, and it goes into the center of this stem here. And then you have to hold it to break it loose. Now, this is a left-handed thread. It's actually going to go that way, I believe. No, it goes that way to tighten. It goes that way on the left. This one is traditional, goes that way to loosen. My goodness. So I'm going to need two hands to do this. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I can get it. Hey, I got it. Look at there. Lucky me. Okay. I'm going to pull this here. Make it easier. I hope that I'll start spinning it. Give me a minute. I'll be right with you. Okay. I spun that until it's going to come off. And there it is. And you'll get there. Now be watching right there. You see that little O-ring? It's on the end of the stem. I want to make sure that's all right. You're going to put some lube on it. It is going to just fall off, so you might as well take it off. Set it there for now. We'll get some lube. We got to do the same on this one. Now this one here being a different. To loosen it, I should have to go like I'm tightening. And you do want to make sure you get it in there strong enough because it's spinning because I'm not on it. So I will two-hand break it loose and be back again. All right, I did get it, and I'm correct. Being it's left-handed, you're going to do the right way, go to the right to loosen it. So that'll be what you will do. And I'll spin, spin, spin until I get it completely out. I'll be back. Okay, same thing. I've got it spun and spun until it comes out. Now we're going to do the same thing, and there is that little washer, so we might as well just be prepared for it to fall. Set them there for now, but I am going to take it. That's why I have a neutral colored piece of carpeting here on the bench that I can watch it and keep an eye on them. All right, so I'm going to get all of this out of the way. I'm going to clean these up here because, woohoo, boys, oh boys. My son-in-law's been using that when he didn't clean it as well. So I'm going to clean them up, and then we're going to take this stem off again that I was doing earlier, and we're going to push that stem this way. And all we're going to do is take off an O-ring. See those? Shiny. Clean, clean. All right, we're going to get busy. I'm going to get this out of the way again, and I'm going to push this from the underside. You won't be able to see me film, and then you'll see on the top side. I'm also going to have a little pick with me to pull out that O-ring that comes towards the top. All right, remember that one I loosened? Well, I got ahead of myself again. See, I'm just really flying. I've been doing this all day long, some stuff. Okay. That part's going to come out of there. It's going to be just like that. I'm going to set it off to the side. This here is going to come up. Just the very first top big O-ring. We're going to get kind of ready. Push that up. I'm going to pull it off the side of my workbench here so I can get my hand under it. And hopefully I don't push this and have this down on the ground. So I'm going to tap upward. There we go. I'm keeping it in place. Now, there is a big fat O-ring in there I'm going to want to get, and it's kind of down in there, so I'm going to have to put this on pause and work it to hook it. All right, I don't know if you can see it down there. You see that, the black piece down there? That's what we're going for. So I'm going to get a dental pick on that. Okay, I just pushed it up and pulled it up enough. I can get it. This is the one. This is the only part we are going to take out, and you're going to just set it aside and not even worry about using it ever again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put her back together. You might have to push and pull and prod a little bit and line it up from down below a little bit and get her in there. So I'll do that. There it is, down towards the bottom. We're going to make sure we've got the cap cleaned up here. And we're going to put some more blue Loctite on it and get her back on. Okay, got it back on here. Want to get it, I've got the blue Loctite on there. And then we're just going to use that 22 millimeter. And we're going to set her into the center, and I'll need two hands. And hey, what are you doing? You come to visit, Lola Bean? Come on over here, honey. And Boo Boo Bear's here too. All right, so we got it right straight in line again. Okay, I'm going to set it back down so I can work from the bottom side to put the spray jet back on. Okay, remember your O-ring? All right, that's going to go back on in place there. The Vaseline will help keep it there too. And then for this side, this is the left side. See how I'm looking here? Left side, and it's going to be marked an L. That there, you're going to just spin that on, and I might need two hands to do this. And remember, we go the opposite direction with the left, so it doesn't spin itself off in motion. That's spinning so good now. We've got to get that wrench. Get that wrench back in here and get her tightening down. And I'm going to need two hands to do this here. So let's see if I can get that going. There we are. Yeah, I'll have to work on it here. So give me a few seconds. And I've got it in there. I'll be right with you. All right, I'm going to get this thing tight. So we'll just set her in there, get it tight, 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 and we're set. Okay, remember your cap. This screws on the regular way. So, again, I'm going to need two hands possibly to do this. It just goes on there, and we'll get you set and screwed down in a second. Dirty hands. Definitely not a hands model. Okay, 12 millimeter. And you just have to snug this. Just a little bit, not crazy. Just snug. Because the O-ring will keep it in place. So let's make her look somewhat pretty. Right there. All right. That is set. I'm going to tear that one down to get the O-ring out. We'll get it all together. Okay, that one I was able to find really fast. That one came out super quick for me. We're going to get that pushed back in there. That's the only thing we take out. Okay, I've got my blue Loctite on. Got that all set in place, pushed back in. We're just going to get that on there, get it snugged up, and get her out that direction. We're good. Okay, in place, in place. You actually could do the lid probably now, but I'll be right with you. I want to show you, we got to get some anti-seize on those too before we put it back. So, here we go again to the bottom side. All right, don't forget your little washer. Get her on there, a little Vaseline, lube it up. Even a little grease, I suppose, if you had to, high temp. Okay, now this one here will not have a left or a right emblem, and that means you're going to be like normal, putting it on. And that one just came off a tiny bit. That's the important part, the grease will help. So I'll get that on, and this is a two-handed job, really. So I'll be with you again in a second. Look at that. I guess I got a lot luckier. Now it's spinning free. Got to use the Allen wrench, get it in there, get it tight. Ta-da! Okay, now don't forget the bottom cap. That's the spray, so it doesn't spray all the way through. Access cap. Get that on there. You're going to tighten it down. All right, 12 millimeter. Not overly snug, but let's make her look pretty. Okay, there you go, people. You now have hyper spinners. I'll go hook it up here and we'll show it what it does. All right, I do have to put the lid on, but these are the only two parts that you're taking out of the current zipper super spinner to get it hyper spinner mode. All right, get some Permatex anti-seize. We're going to put them on the end of these bolts, and then we're going to put that lid back on. All right, lid time. Pretty simple. Should be just part of the maintenance. Every now and then take that apart and check it. Make sure you don't have debris and hair in. Just bring those down with your provided T-wrench, or get yourself another one and snug them down. I go crossways a little bit here from side to side, then I can even it out and snug her down. Okay, with you in a minute. All right, I'm going to do the water inlet for as far as your main line coming in. Going to get those just on there. No other sealant needed. Just get them on there and you work them in. You'll have to work them side to side a little bit to get them on, and use that 9/16" wrench and snug them down. All right, she's all back together, hose on, everything. Let's head out to that van and hook her up. Okay, I got the Butler on idle. I bought it at 1,000 PSI from last testing, and takes a little breaking in on them. Sometimes get them wobbling going. Let's kick her up. All right, we're back. Earlier what had happened, that one over there, when I pulled it up, I didn't check it to clean it out. There was some hair stuck in it. So I just used the pick and got hair. All it took was a little bit because I jammed it in there pulling them up. So you got to check that. Now they're flying. Let's watch them, see what they do. Oh, yeah. So that one there, maybe a little break-in, or maybe there's a little piece of hair or debris, because I just grabbed this out of the guy's van to quick do it and make the video. And I bet you that one needs a little hair clean out. Let's take it down to 500. All right, 500 PSI. They are spinning. Doesn't look like it as much in the picture, but they are spinning pretty good watts. This one here might need just a little cleanup, but they're flying. We're doing well. About 700 PSI. Still spinning very good. And this will just take a little time, maybe break in that grease and stuff we got, but ladies and gentlemen, we got some hyper spinners.